Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing? Well, 1 second. What's up, everybody? Hold up. Getting everything situated. Boom. Boom. Cool. Think we're ready to rock. Let's do this. Also went and got a puppy yesterday, so if you hear her crying in the background, just because she's in the cage, she'll be fine. Alrighty. Birthday was good. Been done celebrating that damn birthday for like a week. It's been a busy week. All started with the Tesla. And then everything from there. But now we can actually sit down or sit back and focus on trading, because I had so much stuff that I had to do over this last week that I haven't been able to 100% focus on my trading. So it's good that it's finally, it's over. And now we can just focus solely on trading and content and getting back at it. I don't know what kind of dog it is. They labeled it as I think a hound mix, because they have no idea what it is. But if I had to guess, it's like a German Shepherd, Boxer, what's the black and white dog? Dalmatian, something like that. But I'm going to have to get a DNA test for the doggy. But hopefully you guys were able to catch a banger yesterday. We caught one live inside of Team Bull, that birthday banger. So, the trade that I ended up taking yesterday was on SPY. So if you guys remember in the watch list, I'll pull it up so you guys can see it. Boom. So looking at the watch list, SPY using ES levels today, looking for a bounce at the 1 hour 21 EMA. After that, we had more levels to the downside, right? But the main level that we talked about yesterday was at 1 hour 21 EMA on SPY. So the trade that I ended up taking, yes, it was from a rescue. All the dogs I've ever owned are from rescues. But the trade that I ended up taking yesterday was this bounce at, hold on. This was on ES, so it was in the morning. So it was right here. So as we can see, we have this nice, we're overextended from the 1 hour 21 EMA. Consolidate, we want to look for price to bounce at that level. So price came down towards the level. And then let's break it down to a 5-minute time frame. I actually entered a little earlier before I put the signal out in Team Bull. But I ended up entering down in this area right here. Break it down to a 2-minute. This is going to be like super confusing now. There we go. So this is where I ended up entering. Right, so now if we pull up the admin trading floor, tell you guys exactly where I sent out the signal. Again, I got in a little earlier than before I put out the signal. Let's scroll up real quick. So at 10:16, I sent the signal that I got long on SPY. So right here in SPY calls, stop below 43.75 on ES. Why did I say 43.75? Because when price broke below that 1 hour 21 EMA and reclaimed it, the low was 43.75, right? So if we started breaking below there, that's our invalidation point. So if we're long in this candle right here and our stop is below here, we're risking 20-30 cents on SPY. And we were able to catch this beautiful pop to the upside on those contracts. They went about 50% from my entry. Sorry, my mouth is like super dry. I drank Ghost this morning and it's giving me dry mouth. But yeah, contracts popped about 50% on those 0DTs. It was a beautiful trade. Contracts yesterday, they were also very cheap. The IV was very low. But still from around like 43.77 when I put out that signal up to 43.84. So what is that? About 70 cents on SPY, give or take. And then it went right up into that 61.8% retracement, came back down, and then a little later went a tiny bit higher. Nothing crazy. But yeah, that was the trade that I ended up taking yesterday. Birthday banger. So let's find some setups today. I will tell you, we still have that 1 hour squeeze. I don't know what news we have this week, but that 1 hour squeeze is going to be very important. So hold on, let's pull up the economic calendar. Let's see what we got going on. Trade deficit, Fed speakers, consumer credit, more Fed speakers tomorrow, lots of Fed speakers tomorrow. Maybe it's waiting for Jerome Powell on Thursday, but it's a pretty low-key news week. Cool. Let's do this. So, bounces are still valid. 433, 432.3, and then after that we get down towards 430 plus that demand zone that we still have on ES. So if I'm going to look for, let's see if we're flagging. I mean, we could. Actually, I like that 4 hour 21 EMA up to the 61.8 for a possible bounce. That would be my ideal spot. If we're going to look for an uptrend entry, maybe above pre-market highs. I mean, that's not super high probability, but it does have that 1 hour squeeze. That does look good. We are close to that reject at 436.7, which one is that? Okay, so there to there. I mean, we could reject there. It's a pretty big area, but if we clear that, we have more room to the upside, and then ultimately that 440 level is my major reject. So yeah, let's look for maybe more consolidation or a pullback down into these levels for a bounce on SPY. But other than that, so I'm really looking at on SPY. Could potentially be doing that inverse head and shoulders that you brought up. So again, it could come up, reject, and then come back down, form shoulder number 2. Only one way to find out if it actually rejects at that area up there. But still, we do have that nice demand zone down there if we really start pulling. If I'm looking for a bounce, again, still going to watch these levels, even 4 hour 21 EMA. We haven't tested it in, what, almost a week. Break above 43.91. We have rejects up there that we could watch. And it sounds like the puppy is up to no good. I don't know what she's doing. But yeah, I mean, only one way to find out which level we're going to reject or bounce, and that's waiting for price action. But we do have a lot of different areas that we could watch. I'm going to delete that. Cool. All right, so that is it on ES and SPY. Let's take a look at NQ. Same thing. Nice 1 hour squeeze, except with NQ, if we clear that 15257.5, I'm actually interested in an uptrend entry on that. Because I have no good rejects until up here. So, plus we have supply up at that 61.8. So if I'm going to look for a reject, 15,445, all the way down to 15,38450. And then if I'm going to look for a bounce, I mean, ideally that demand zone. Yeah, ideally that's what I would watch, or that 4-hour 21 EMA. So that's it on NQ. Take a look at QQQ. There we go. So QQQ 370 to 370.55 is still that fib that we want to watch. Again, we do have that demand down there. If I'm going to look for a bounce, 4-hour 21 EMA, ideally. So 370.55. Yep. Pivot high, pivot low. And I believe it's also, yep, 380. What is that? 389 down to that low right there. Perfect. Cool. So 370.55. That's going to be the ultimate reject today on QQQ, all the way down to 370. Cool. It's also cold up in this house. Let's take a look at some individuals and see what we like it. But we do have nasty squeezes on SPY and QQQ. Apple, don't care about. AMD. Don't care about. Amazon. That was a ripper yesterday. If anybody caught that, congrats. I personally didn't. 1-hour squeeze. Potentially could get an uptrend entry out of that. So we'll see. We'll put that one on the list. Let's see. Pull up the DMs to myself. Boom. Amazon, Boeing. Don't care about. Baba. Don't care about. Coin. Don't care about. Costco. Don't care about. GLD. Looks like finally pulling back. I mean, would be interested down at that daily 21 EMA, 181.50. Also a little head and shoulders right here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So nothing on that. Google. Make sure you check out both of my books on Amazon, The New Age of Technical Analysis and The New Age of Day Trading. Goes over my entire strategy. I'll link them both in the chat for you. Hold up. And also make sure you guys are smashing that like button if you want this watch list posted in the chat for free. And if you guys are finding a lot of value in this live stream. So here's the newest book, The New Age of Day Trading. And then the first book, The New Age of Technical Analysis. So again, if you do want to learn more about my strategy, you can find it all in both of those books. Oh, that one's going to need a tiny URL. Hold up. Tiny URL. There we go. Boom. That's the first book I wrote, The New Age of Technical Analysis. All right, hold on. When a stock like QQQ or SPY is squeezing like this, if you weren't an options trader like me, would you trade? You could trade futures if you're a futures trader. But it's just personal preference what you trade. You can do equity, you can do options, you can do futures. Doesn't really matter. Let's see. Google. I mean, it's got that daily gap. Could fill it. Not a fan of it. So I'm gonna skip over that. IWM would prefer to look for a pullback on that one. Meta. Not a huge fan of that. Microsoft still going to look for that uptrend entry. Unfortunately, was not able to get that swing. Again, I feel like they're just going to go ahead and try to push it back to those highs. Weekly squeeze is firing up. 3-day squeeze is firing up. But a bounce at that 1-hour 21 EMA or an uptrend entry above 359. So, Microsoft. Netflix. What should you do with $55? Invest it in yourself, work on the side, save up money, and continue education. And then once you build up that capital from working and you feel confident to fund an account, that's when I would start. PayPal, don't care about. QQQ, we looked at. Somebody asked about snow. Was there snow news? Maybe it moved off of somebody else's earnings or price upgrade. That's what I would guess. SPX, I mean, 4,400. If they pull it back, we could look for the gap fill right here. But it's pretty much all I'm seeing. Plus pretty big resistance, 43.85. And then Tesla. Cool. So, Amazon, Microsoft. Same exact things we watched yesterday. And then SPY and QQQ. Cool. All right, 1 second. Let me check on this dog real quick because she keeps making noise. So 1 second. All right, we are good. Let's see, 8:26. Any questions in the meantime? While we wait for 8:30 to roll around, because we do have, what was it? Trade deficit at 8:30. So could move the market. We'll see. So if anybody's got questions, stocks you guys want me to look at, feel free to ask. I got my cat in here with me today because she's not a fan of the dog yet. Sure, she'll get used to it. Let's see, swings. Let's see if anything's even hitting the scanners. I haven't looked at I really haven't checked my scanners recently. Let's see, some stuff I was watching, CCJ. Maybe not anymore, don't like that. Morgan Stanley was getting close to a fib. Unfortunately, just bounced just short of it. And then, I mean, Microsoft was the only other thing. My scanners aren't hitting anything right now, so I guess we'll see. The only way to get in the Discord now, because it is officially closed, is to sign up for the priority wait list. And then whenever spots open up, you'll get an email. So, here is the wait list. If my beacons page will load. There we go. Cool. So yeah, the only way to actually join the Discord is when we open up spots, you'll get an email, first come, first serve. So that is that link right there. I just mainly use the 50 and 61.8. Sometimes I'll use the 70.7 or sometimes maybe the 78.6, but I would say like 90% is going to be the 50 and 61.8. Alrighty, let's see. Verizon. Verizon. Not really seeing anything here. Oh, there you go. 36, 36. Smacked it. So, I mean, it's got to clear that. Then it's got that daily gap. And then you could look for that push into the gap fill, 37, 37.82. But there's that. And again, what are you doing, cat? She tweaking. Yeah, I don't like anything on Tesla. Nothing on Tesla. Where's THAR? We got, or actually it's 830. Oh, penny stock. Not something I will ever dodge. No, no, no. All right, so it's 8:30. Let's see how the news reacts. Huh. Alrighty. What are the numbers? Don't care about Canadian news. Negative 61.5 billion versus negative 58.3 billion. Cool. How does the market react? I mean, yeah, I would say use the green and red candles. It's also personal preference. Completely up to you. But I use those early in and out candles on a different chart for swings mainly. Mainly for swings. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. Start finalizing some levels. Get this bad boy typed out, and then we ready to rock and roll. Let's see. Yesterday's low. That's pretty much it. 435. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see us break this range. QQQ. Getting very close to that reject. Clear that. We got lots of room. Somebody mentioned that that trend line right there. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much at it, but would prefer the fib. Yeah, 370.55, bounce 4 hour 21 EMA. Just because we haven't touched it in a while. Cool. That's good. Yes. Same thing. We got demand. We'll watch that 4 hour 21 EMA. We break above it. Dog's really whining now. I mean, a couple different reject levels that we could watch. Again, it just depends. So that's good, and Q is good. I know that. 4 hour 21 EMA. Just mark yesterday's low. Cool. Amazon. I might have to take the dog out. Microsoft. Yesterday's high, prefer the bounce at the 1 hour 21 EMA. And it's pretty much straight shot. Cool. So let's get this typed out. I'm gonna give you guys a watch list, and then I'm gonna dip out of here so I can go walk this dog and tire her out before the market opens. Microsoft, looking for trend entry. Outside 1 hour 21 EMA. Amazon. Yeah, I know you guys can hear her coming through the mic. Amazon looking for an uptrend entry. SPY. Balance at 4 hours 21 EMA. Potential reject at 436.70. After that, look for more upside. QQQ bounce at 4 hour 21 EMA. Reject at 370 to 370.55. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna give you guys this watch list now so I can go entertain my new little child that I got. As always, do your own due diligence, use your own proper risk management, and I am not responsible for any lost funds. Microsoft, Amazon, SPY, jeez. QQQ. Boom. So that is everything I'm watching for the day. Again, sorry I'm rushing out of here, but I gotta go deal with the dog. If you're in Team Bull, I'll talk to you guys in like 30 minutes. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a blessed day. Let's run it up. Let's